Yoast is a very popular SEO plugin and has a lot of very useful features. In this video, we will see how to configure the plugin. You will be able to configure it by clicking on this item in the dashboard. SEO. Once you click on it, you will be able to see another menu that inserts itself into the dashboard, and you will see this Yoast SEO dashboard in the screen area. Right now, it's reporting a problem. The access to search engine bots has been blocked as this is a demo site and you would not want bots visiting a demo site. There are several items in this menu. We will take a look at each of them sequentially. Let's look at the General tab. Here, you can view the most recent changes the developers have made to the plugin, and you can restore default settings if you choose to do so. You can also take a quick tour that will help you learn about how to use this plugin. Your Info tab is where you can provide information about you and the website you are creating. Webmaster Tools. We have already added our site to both Google and Bing Webmaster Tools, so there is nothing we need to do here. You would want to leave this enabled. Onpage.org checks your site's on-page SEO. Security tab. You will want to disable this. If your site has multiple authors and you enable this, your authors will be able to no-index pose or even change how your URLs appear. You would not want anyone other than you to be able to make such changes. Click on Save Changes so that the changes you made are saved. Let's now look at the Titles and Metas option. You would not want to change this unless you want to use a different symbol for the title separator, and you would want to leave Readability Analysis enabled. Homepage tab. You do not have to change anything here. You can change the homepage title by directly editing the homepage. Post types. You would want to change this to display only the title for each post and page. You would not want the title of every page and post to contain the site name or the separator. You want search engines to index every post and every page. So you would want to leave Meta Robots to index. You do not want to show the date in snippets, and you want every post and page to have the Yoast SEO box so that you will be able to manually enter the title and description for every page and post. So you would want to leave these two as they are for both posts and pages. Let's click on Save Changes. Yoast adds an SEO meta box whenever you are editing a page or a post. You would want to manually enter the title and description for each page and post. You do not want the plugin to fill these in for you. We will discuss taxonomies and archives in the next video. These two are very important and they need to be discussed separately. Social. Here you can enter the URLs of your social profiles. Facebook. If you want Facebook to pick a specific thumbnail and page information, you would want to enable Open Graph metadata. Else, you can leave this disabled. If you enable this, it might cause a conflict with another plugin we use here, Header and Footer. If you want to enable Open Graph metadata, you will need to uninstall the Header and Footer plugin. Twitter. You would want to enable Twitter cards metadata, and You would want to choose Summary with large image here. Save changes. Pinterest. Pinterest also uses Open Graph metadata. If you are going to want to use this, you will need to go to your Pinterest account, add your site, and enter the site verification code provided by Pinterest here and save changes. Google Plus. If you have a Google Plus page, you can enter it here. Then you will need to add the URL of your WordPress site in the About section of your Google Plus page. XML sitemaps. We have already seen this. Let's take a look at the advanced menu item. You would not want to enable breadcrumbs. We build sites such that no important page is more than 2 clicks away from the home page, and every page will have a menu at the top with a link to the home page. Breadcrumbs really do not make much of a difference in this case, as the home page is always accessible easily from every page on the site. Permalinks. You want the category to appear in the URLs for siloed sites. For niche sites, you would want to remove the category base. You want to redirect attachment URLs, so you will want to choose redirect here. Clean up permalinks. You want to keep stop words. You do not want this plugin to remove any word from your URL. URLs are a very important part of on-page SEO, and you want URLs to appear in a very specific way, the one you choose. We will see how to optimize URLs later. You will want to choose Keep here. Remove reply to com variables. If your site gets a lot of comments, you will want to remove this. Redirect ugly URLs. You would want to leave this as it is. Save changes. RSS tab. You would want to leave this as it is. This will add a link to your site from the RSS feed. A lot of scrapers scrape your feed looking for free content. This will let the search engines know that your site is the origin of the content. Tools menu option. The bulk editor lets you change titles and descriptions of your pages and posts without having to do that for each page individually. You would not want to touch this one, file editor. If you make a mistake editing a file, it can be hard to fix. Import and export. This allows you to import your SEO settings from other SEO plugins or export your Yoast SEO plugin settings to another site. Search console. This lets you add your site to Google Search Console or Google Webmaster Tools as it was formerly known. Since we have already done this, nothing needs to be done here. Extensions. If you are interested in more Yoast SEO products, you can find information about them here. In the next video, we will see how to handle duplicate content issues in WordPress.